When would you rather kick games on 6? Late, so when, do you have a preference?
I'd rather start at like 8 in the morning, and you're done by noon, and if you win a big one, then you get to celebrate the whole day. You know, pre-game meal at 4, that'd be fantastic. But, you know, you don't really have a choice, and the better you get, the more they put you on TV, and the more options you have. So you just got to take it and go, and don't make excuses, and if you're good enough, then you'll show it. So I'd rather play earlier in the day. There's nothing worse than sitting around all day and waiting for the games to be played. It's not like in high school where you have school all day and then you roll to play right out of school. You sit around all day, you know. So you get some, walk-through time and some of that. But I just like the idea. I'm a big football fan. I like watching football. I like enjoying the wins. So I like playing earlier.
With the kickoff being as late as it is, are you guys going to change up how you approach this game, maybe from a practice standpoint or time that you do things?
I don't think so. With the guys still having school the next day, if we did, we'd practice at 9 and then they'd be done by midnight, which, we're not going to do that. So, there's really no easy way to get used to it other than you just say, hey, college guys are up late anyway, so they don't do it. So 9 ought to fit right in their wheelhouse in terms of being ready to go.
The update on the physical nature of your offense in the running game. You've had a chance to look at it, digest it. Are you pleased? Do you see progress from game 1 to game 2?
I think so. I think there's more of a comfort of what we're running, where we want to run it. I think Joe Randall's pad level was better. There was a couple runs that was better on film. His pad level down, he's such an upright runner. So I think that Jeremy Smith ran with more aggressiveness. Obviously the week before had an impact on that, I think, and then his refusal at times to go down. So I think those guys ran harder. I thought our guys played just as well this week up front as they did last week. So I thought there was a difference in the way the backs ran this week.
How pleased have you been with the offensive line?
Oh, really pleased. There's only been a few breakdowns of protections, so that's been the only real issue. That's been partially schematic and partially them. So, but they've been great, and I think they've been really good at communicating with Wick on the sideline of what they're hitting, and so, they're a talented group and like to play. So.
With those penalties on chop blocks that were called last week, we didn't see any of those penalties the first week. Was it something that you guys were just running different plays the second game, or was the officiating crew calling it a little different? When you looked at it on film, what could you tell?
First week we had one. We had one where Justin Horton came from a moving position back across the ball, and it got called on us. And you look on film, and there's other teams that are doing it. It's not getting called. I think it's new. I think they're getting used to. Officials are getting used to calling it for protection of the players. And then we had 2 on Saturday night. One was Tracy Moore, and that was silly. That one wasn't anything new with new rules. The other one was something that's new this year, and we ran a reverse, and Justin Horton came all the way around from the opposite side. The guy was head up to him and cut it. And by the way I read the rule, that wasn't illegal, so I obviously read the rule wrong, but we've been informed on it, and it's disappointing that we didn't, by the nature of the law, but I think what happens is if they're going to institute things, I think the biggest thing is to get them to come around and show you instances of it. Now, we'll be the poster child of that. They'll have that video next year, and we'll be the ones being shown to everybody. But the bottom line is that we want our guys cutting downfield. We want to be aggressive, and we just have to, from a staff starting off with, prepare our guys a little bit better for that. Because they're doing exactly what we want. They're playing hard and playing physical, so it's not really their fault.
OSU played Tulsa very early in the year last year. I don't think they knew what Blackman and Whedon were capable of, but they really improved throughout the year and ended up winning 10 games. Last year they kind of keyed on Kendall Hunter. Did you kind of see this defense improve throughout the year last year? Have you seen on tape?
Well, I haven't really, to be honest, I haven't watched any of their defense from last year because it's not the same defense. So I don't, unfortunately that's the question you asked, I don't have any idea. I watched a little bit of the game versus OSU. It's just one of those games where everything seemed to work out right. All the big plays that happened just happened to work right. Early in the game when they had third downs, they converted. And, it just seems to be, sometimes you have some of those games. And obviously they've got good players and they play hard. And that's what you see this year, is you see guys playing hard, playing fundamentally sound, and like I said, it's their first home game, so that's what I know about what we're going to see. Guys playing hard. Obviously, they're confident after the last win. But compared to last year, I didn't really watch anything from last year.